question that we see so often is, should I stay or should I leave? This can apply to so many things. This could apply to like taking another job opportunity, staying where you are and where you live, should you move to a new place? This can also apply in relationships. I'm going to talk about it as it applies to relationships. So if you found this video, stick around. I'm going to do a card pull, and let's see if this can offer some helpful like information for you. What I'm going to start with today though is, let's see, maybe we should do the doodle deck for this one. And I'm going to show you a spread in each of these. That would be really, I think, a good one to start with. But let's see, this one actually looks like, oh, I actually got two. So this one's in our dating one. So the two that I pulled that I thought would be helpful, the situationship that never solidifies. All right. And then these are some really good insights into that, giving you some brutal honesty. This one, I only exist when they're lonely. I thought this could maybe apply to someone thinking about, should I stay or should I leave? Really trying to understand the nuances of that situation. We also have in our first book, um making a difficult decision. Okay, what does each option really offer me? If you stay, what does that look like? If you leave, what does that look like? But the pros, the cons, those irrational fears, this is where you're going to pull and note everything here. We also have this noted in the future one, because obviously this is a predictive type of question. How is this gonna play out for me? In this book, we have a stay versus leave. Am I done here? All right. What does it look like if I stay? And what does it look like if I leave? This is in a general sense. I like to give a couple examples here. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to start with this predictive one, and then I'm going to go back to the dating one. Let's just pull and see what we get. So for this one, I'm going to pull one card for each choice. And I hope that this video finds you. This is going to give you some good information that you're looking for. Okay. With this one, I'm going to use the Doodle deck. This is like a fun deck with stick figures using the Rider-Waite-Smith designs. Oh my gosh. And let's go ahead. I really like to give mine a really good swirl before I do my 3 shuffles. If you're not sure how to shuffle, I do have a video posted about that. And what I always tell people, like, do what feels most comfortable to you, as long as you're consistent with your method and it feels comfortable in your hands. I don't think it's going to steer you wrong. And there's a lot of different ways you can do it. I give you several options there. I do mine the same way each time, and I do think that I have more confidence in my card pulling when I'm consistent with how I do pull my cards. Okay, so for this one, we have, what does it look like if I stay? So that's going to be this first one. And what does it look like if I leave? Okay, let's see what we have here. So let me move this one here just for a second. So what does it look like if I stay? So for this one, I get that three of wands reversed. Now, if you're not sure and you're like, okay, well, I'm kind of new to tarot, so I'm not really sure what that means. We do, decks always come with these booklets, but sometimes these booklets can be really confusing. Maybe they offer a ton of information and you're like, I don't really know how to wade through all that. We do have very simple, just and like little sound bites, information for the reversals and for the uprights for the major and minors. So sometimes that can be helpful if you're like, yeah, I'm new to this and I just want to like cut to the chase, but like in a way that's like just clear that I can understand. So if we have this 3 of wands reversed and you're like, yeah, I'm not really sure. Okay, so we're going to go to the wands. We're going to 3 wands, but it's reversed. So we're going to flip it right here. Okay, plans stall unexpectedly. All right, so that's what we have. So what does it look like if I stay? So I get this, if you stay, you have this idea in your mind that if I stay, this is how I expect this relationship to move forward, and it's saying that's not really going to happen. Like, you may hope and want things to play out in a certain way, but it's just not going to be there. And that's probably, I think, you know, that on like some level, because you wouldn't be having this question if this were like on solid footing. But the fact that it's not on solid footing, that's why this question is coming up. You know, so this does not surprise me at all. Now, what does it look like if I leave? Let's see. Let's see what we get for that one. What does it look like if I leave? Oh God, leave. This is telling you to leave. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we get the star right here. Yeah, I'm feeling good about that choice. This isn't feeling so good. This is feeling fantastic. Now, again, if you want to go over here and you're like, okay, but like, what does that mean? I'm not sure. Okay, look what happens if you leave. Okay, we're just going to go to our definition here. You're not doomed, actually. Okay, it's going to work out. It's going to work out okay. So, you know, you can have that courage to step out of this comfort zone. Maybe this feels like the safe choice, because change always feels uncomfortable, even if it's the right thing to do. But this is giving you that little bump. I love how tarot like always has your back, right? And it's like, hey, you know what? This isn't serving you, but this will. This choice will serve you. Oh, thank you so much, guys. I absolutely love that. Okay, I did tell you I was going to show you another spread. Let's use the rainbow deck, and I'm going to do one more. And I think what I just wanted to give an example of, because that's a very clear answer. But let's say you're in a situationship that never solidifies, and you want the nuances that these spreads can give you. A more clear question is going to give you a more clear answer. Okay, so I just want to give you a peek at this one. So this is a three card pull. I'm going to use my bookmark here, and let's go ahead and do my same. I do the same thing every time. All right. So this one, let's make sure we get really going. Thank you, guide. All right, I'm going to do one. Oh, I feel that cut right there. Okay. And two. All right. Perfect. I love when I feel it nice and clear. I love that. Okay, now this one, we had a 1, 2, 3, and then let me show you again. Now in this one, this was in our dating one, the situationship that never solidifies. So what our questions are: what's keeping me hooked, why it never becomes real, and how to let it go. Okay, so these are very clear things. If this is keeping you on edge, I want to know the why it never becomes real. Why is this always just in that state of not feeling like fully locked in? Yeah, interesting. So we get this 6 of Cups reverse. Okay. Let's see again, if you're like, I don't know what that means as it applies to this. Let's go back here. And look, we've got our cups. We're going to go to our reversals. 6 of Cups reverse, inability to move on, right? It's like you're stuck in the past. So I don't want to say you, I want to say this other person. You know, this situationship that never solidifies, I wonder if this other person is just stuck in the past, and that's why they're not able to move on and move in a future with you. Whatever that means as it applies to your situation, you know, this is where you're going to know best. We always have room here to not only note your card pulls, but put some extra information in here about the answer and how this applies to your situation. And what I love about writing all this down is that when you come back to it, you reflect on it, you're going to realize that your gut, your intuition with your card pulls, it really has your back. And when that happens, you can build that confidence that you can pull cards for yourself, that this is a great tool for you. So I just want to end with just asking if you thank you. First of all, thank you so much for being here. I love doing this. I can't wait to do more videos too. Asking if you have any other questions you want me to go over or talk about, please put them in the comments and I will get to them. And yeah, just go for it. You know, you have the tools. Just get on with it and deal with it.